Okay, so ayan. Continue natin guys yung lecture natin sa statistics and probability. So probability naman tayo. So ano yung probability? Ito yung measurement ng likelihood that an event will occur in a certain experiment. So meron tayo ditong two major keywords. We have the event and the experiment. So yung experiment, that is the process, real or hypothetical, in which the possible outcomes can be identified ahead of time. And the event naman, yan po yung mga set of possible outcomes of the experiment. So halimbawa, magkakonduct tayo ng experiment, then yung outcomes nun, okay? So, madami yung mga outcomes. Then per outcome, yun po yung tinatawag nating event. Okay? Yung occurrence ng event. So we have the single event probability that is equal to the total sum ng favorable ways natin, total number of favorable ways over the total number of ways. Okay? So for example, kapag yung probability for an event to happen is P and the probability for it to fail is Q, then we have this equation P plus Q is equal to 1. So ibig sabihin lang naman yan, so itong P yan yung probability na yung sinet natin na event is a success. Okay? Then yung Q naman is yung failure ng experiment natin or ng event natin. Okay? So ito, success ng event, yung P, yung failure ng event natin is Q. So we have this equation, P plus Q is equal to 1. Gamit na gamit yan, pagdating sa probability problems natin. Next. So we have also this conditional probability. The probability that event B occurs given that A has occurred is denoted by P, B, slash A. Okay? So we have this formula. Saan na yun? Ito. Okay? Kapag yung A is nauna, okay? Then kailangan natin yung A para mangyari yung event B. Okay? Kailangan natin mauna yung event A para mangyari yung event B. Then yung probability that event B occurs, we will be using this formula. Okay? This probability is equal to the probability that both A and B has occurred over the probability that A occurs. Okay? Then baliktad naman natin, halimbawa, kapag mauna yung event B bago yung event A, okay, then we're about to find yung probability that event A will occur given that event B has already occurred. We will use the second equation. Pabaliktad lang din. Okay? Probability is equal to the probability that the event A will occur given that event B has already occurred. That is equal to probability of both events to occur over the probability that B will occur. Okay? So, yan. Then we have the dependent and independent events. So, two or more events are said to be dependent if the happening of one affects the probability of the happening of the others, and independent if the happening of one does not affect the happening of the others. Okay? So, with this formula, P is the probability ng first event times the probability ng second event times the probability ng third event. Okay? So, for the mutually exclusive naman, so nasabi natin mutually exclusive if it is impossible for more than one of them to happen in a single trial. Okay? So, we use this formula. P is equal to probability ng first event plus probability ng second event plus the probability ng third event. Okay? So, definition nito, hindi imposible daw na um, yung sa isang trial lang, okay? So, more than one of them will occur. Then kapag inclusive naman siya, possible siya. Okay ba? Kabaliktaran naman nitong exclusive natin. Okay, so possible na mangyari yung event na yon, okay? More than once. So P is equal to P1 times P2 times P3. Then babawasan natin yung probability ng inclusive events natin. Okay? So for the addition and multiplication rule, so yung addition rule, ginagamit natin yan. Halimbawa, yung probability that events A or B. So yung keyword natin dito sa mga problem is itong or. Okay? So the probability that that the A event A or B will occur is given by this formula. Okay? The probability that either A or the event A or B will occur, that is equal to probability ng A plus the probability ng B, okay? Minus the probability ng both A and B. Okay? So, ito yung boot natin. Okay, babawasan natin. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung kinukuha natin dito sa addition rule, is ito. Okay, kasi binawasan natin ng boot eh. Di ba? Next. For the multiplication rule naman, the probability that two events A or B will occur in sequence is given by this formula. Okay? The probability that A and B will occur, okay, both A and B occurs, that is equal to probability ng A times the probability ng B occurring given that A occurs. So, parang minanipulate lang natin siya galing dito sa ano? Sa ano ba yun? Sa ang slide. Check na natin. Napasobra tayo. Ayun, ayun. Saan ba yun? Eto. Okay? So, galing lang yan dito sa conditional. Next. Okay, ito. Okay? Then, same din. Kapag yung B, yung nauna, PA and B is equal to probability ng B times the probability ng A occurring such that B has already occurred. Okay? And if independent naman yung A and B, okay, pwede natin ma-simplify into this formula. Okay, PA and B. So, ibig sabihin lang naman na independent, hindi makaka-apekto yung event A dito sa event B or vice versa. Okay? Pwede natin ma-simplify into the probability ng A and B occurring that is equal to the product ng probability ng A occurring times the probability of B occurring. Next. Okay, so try natin mag-solve ng problems. Problem 1, the lotto uses numbers 1 to 42. So meron tayong 42 numbers. So starting tayo from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth hanggang ma-reach natin yung number 42. And yung winning ticket daw uses 6 different numbers in any order. Okay, so meron tayo ditong keyword any order. What is the probability of winning the lotto with only one ticket? Okay, so out of 42, so meron tayong 6 different numbers randomly. Okay, then kapag nasaktuhan natin na yung 6 different numbers na pili natin, so mananalo tayo dun sa loto na yon. Okay, so paano natin makuha yung probability? So P is equal to 1 kasi 1 ticket lang eh. Okay, over. Out of 42, magko-combination tayo kasi any order. Okay, so kapag any order, combination yan. 1 over 42, okay, combination, 6 lang yung pipiliin natin. Okay? That is equal to 1.906 times 10 raised to negative 7. So kung titingnan natin, kapag nagtatayo tayo sa loto, ganito lang yung probability na pwede tayong manalo. No? So napaka baba. Okay? So we have 1.906 times 10 raised to negative 7. Okay, ilang zero kaya yan? Nasa 6. 6 siguro, di ba? So napakababa ng probability na mananalo sa 642 na loto. Okay, next. A coin is tossed twice. What is the probability that at least one head occurs? So, solution. Paano natin ito isa-solve? So, lagay muna natin yung mga tawag dito, possible outcomes. So, twice natin ito toss yung coin. Okay? So, yung first case, yung first outcome, yung lumabas head, then yung pangalawa is tail. Ito yung first, ito yung second. Then, ito yung first, ito yung second. Okay? Then dito naman, nauna yung tails, then sunod yung heads. Ito yung mga set ng possible outcomes natin, ano? So we have dalawang heads, lumabas, then dalawang tails. Okay? Total of, ilan ba yan? Saan na yun? Ano tayo pang? Okay. So a total of 4, di ba? Then, yung probability that at least one head occurs, okay? So yung favorable outcomes natin, at least one head. So ito, meron tayong isang head, isa, dalawa, at least one head, pasok ito. So we have 3. Okay? So ito yung magiging numerator natin over yung total number of outcomes natin over 4. Okay? So we have probability that is equal to 0.75. Next, problem 3. Find the probability of getting a face card if a card is picked at random from the deck of 52 cards. So yung total cards natin, 52 yan. Okay? From ace to hanggang 10. Then yung face card natin, jack, queen, king. Okay? Hindi kasali yung joker. So, total, meron tayong 52 cards yan. Okay, tapos, probability of getting a face card. Okay, so, ito yung numerator natin. Then, ito yung denominator natin, di ba? Okay, so, alamin natin yung, kung ilan ba yung face card. So, we have diamond, hearts, spades, saka yung clover, ano? So, we have hearts, tatlo dyan. Then, tatlo din sa, diamonds, sa spades, then sa clover. Okay? So, next. So, ilan ba to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, we have 12. Okay? Then, yung denominator natin. So, 3 times 4 lang kasi tatlo nito. Then, apat na, klase. Okay? So, 3 times 4 over 52, we have 3 over 13. Okay? So, yung mga madadali muna tayo. Yung definition muna ng probability. Okay, so ito. Taas-taasan natin yung difficulty. Given a class of 12 girls and 10 boys, what is the probability that a committee of 5 chosen at random from the class consists of A. Only girls, B. At least one girl. So, paano natin yan isosolve? So, una muna is yung girls lang muna. So, titingnan natin, So, meron tayong total lang 12 girls and 10 boys. So, total of, ilan ba yan? Pag pinag-add natin, 22, di ba? Then, out of 22, okay, 5 lang yung kukunin na natin. Okay? Then, dito sa 5 na yon, okay, dapat lahat doon is babae. Okay, so paano natin yan isosolve? So, number of girls, 12, number of boys, 10, total, 22. Okay, so meron tayong 22 students sa klase. Okay, para makuha natin yung probability ng 5 girls, ito yung numerator natin. Okay, out of 12 kasi, kukuha tayo ng 5. Okay, in any order yan. Kaya nag-combination tayo. Okay, so pwedeng girl 1, 2, 3, di ba, hanggang 12. Then, pwede tayong pumili dyan ng 5. Tapos, in any order pa yan. Okay? Bakit numerator? Yung 12C5 kasi only girls lang. Okay? Then, denominator natin out of 22, okay, 5 lang din yung kukunin natin. Okay? Then, solve for probability that only girls. So, lahat ng pipiliin natin dun sa 5, babae yon. Okay? Walang lalaki. So, we have 4 over 133 or 0.03. Next. Kapag at least one girl naman, so ang gawin natin, baliktarin natin. Kung matatandaan niyo, di ba? So, we have P plus Q is equal to 1. Ba't ganito? Wait lang ah. So, we have P plus Q that is equal to 1. Di ba? So, gawin natin, ito. Okay? That is the probability that at least one girl. Okay? Makakuha natin. And then, yung Q, yung kabaliktaran, kapag hindi tayo nakakuha ng at least isang babae, so, ibig sabihin nito, lahat nung napili natin dun sa 22 na yon, ay sa 5 na yon, boys yon, lahat yon mga lalaki. Okay? Ito, probability that all boys. So, ang ginawa natin, minanipulate lang natin yung equation. So, ito yung inanap natin eh. So, lilipat natin ito sa right side. So, we have 1 minus Q. Okay? Kaya ito yung lumabas. Okay? Kesa naman na mamano-manuhin natin tong isolve. So, medyo mahaba siya isolve eh. Or we use this formula. Ganito. Okay? So, add pa natin. So, kunin pa natin yung probability na at least one girl. Okay? Plus probability ng two girls. Okay? Plus probability ng three girls. 'Di ba? So, ganito lang yung solving niya pero mahaba. Okay? Ito na lang. Gawin natin. So, gawin natin 1 minus. Okay? 10 yung boys. Kukuha na tayo ng 5. Okay? Numerator yan kasi lahat ng 5 dito, lalaki. Okay? Then yung denominator out of 22, so kukuha tayo ng 5. That is equal to 207 over 209 or 0.99. Okay? Next. Problem 5. So nag-throw tayo ng dalawang dice. What is the probability that the two scores are different? So paano ba natin yan isosolve? So gawin natin, try natin mag-manual. Okay? So ilan ba yung mga face natin dun sa die? Sa isang die, so meron tayong 1, 2, 3 hanggang 6, di ba? Then, since dalawang die yan, ano yung combinations na pwedeng lumabas? Na different scores, okay? So, ano yung mga same scores? So, halimbawa, yung unang die natin is 1. Then, yung pangalawang die natin is 1. So, same score yan. So, hindi dapat same score yung lumabas. Okay? So, different scores natin, we have ito. Diba? So, ilan ba yan? So, kung titingnan natin, hindi siya same score yung first die and second die na lumabas, yung lumabas dun sa first die and second die, di ba? So, a total of ilan yan? Kung mamanu-manuhin natin, 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, a total of 30. Okay? Pero, yung probability ng, yung total number of outcomes natin, so ilan ba to? 6. Okay? 6. Then, yung second dice natin, so 6. We have 36. So, ito yung denominator natin. Okay? Yung numerator natin, okay, kung manual tayo, so bibilangin natin to lahat. That is equal to 30 over 36 or 5 over 6, di ba? Pero meron tayo bang solution dyan? So ang gawin natin, 6 over 6 yung i-multiply natin yung 6 over 6. Halimbawa, ito yung first die. Okay? So pipili tayo. So pwedeng ito kahit saan dito sa 6. Okay? Then i-multiply natin. So since hindi na pwedeng maulit, halimbawa yung 1, lumabas dito sa first die, itong 1. Okay? Then sa second die, hindi na siya pwedeng maulit. Okay? So we have a total of 5. Okay? Over 6. Okay, yung total number ng face sa die, that is equal to 6. Okay? So, multiply natin yan. That is also equal to 5 over 6. Or kung hindi naman, pwede nyo gawin ito. So, manual, alamin natin kung ilan yung outcomes kapag same score. So, we have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. So, we have ilan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we have a total of 6. Okay, favorable na outcomes. Then, yung total outcomes natin, we have 36 denominator. So, we have 1 over 6. So, ang gawin natin, isubtract natin yan sa 1. Okay, so, we use this formula P plus Q is equal to 1. Ito yung different scores. Okay? Then, ito yung same scores, di ba? So we have P is equal to 1 minus 1 over 6. Then, P is equal to 5 over 6. Okay? So, ganun lang. Next, problem 6 naman. So, if a pair of dice is tossed, what is the probability of getting a total of 6 or 12? So, same lang sa problem 5, die problem. So, meron tayong dalawang dice. Okay, total number of outcomes. So, 6 sa first die. Then, ito yung second die. That is equal to 36. Okay, dice 1, die 2. So, yung so dapat, yung lumabas, kapag pinag-add natin yung lumabas doon, okay, that is equal to 6 or equal sa 12. Okay, so ang gagamitin natin dito, since may keyword tayong or addition rule. So we have P1 plus P2, di ba? Yung total probability natin. So we have 1, 5. Ito yung mga combinations natin. 2, 4, 4, 2. Okay? So 3, 3 pa. Okay? Pinag-add natin. Ilan ba yan? Ito isang combination yan. Isang pair yan. So, ilan ba yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, a total of, ba to? Oh, hindi. Kapag pinag-add natin, 1 plus 5, 5 plus 1, 2 plus 4, 4 plus 2, 3 plus 3. That is equal to 6, di ba? So, nasatisfy natin ito. Okay? So, we have, ilang pairs ba to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we have 5. Okay? 5 out of 36. Then, meron pa tayong probability na 12 yung lalabas. Isa lang yan. So, we have 6 and 6. Okay? That is equal to 12. So, we have probability ng 2 na having a sum of 12. That is 1 over 36. Okay? Then, i-add natin yung dalawa. That is equal to 1 over 6. Okay? Okay na? So, yan. Next, problem 7. On a TV quiz show, a contestant is asked to pick an integer at random from the first 100 consecutive positive integers. That is the integers from 1 to 100. Okay? So, pinapili daw yung contestant na pumili ng integer randomly. Okay? From 100 consecutive positive integers from 1 to 100. And if the number picked is divisible by 9 or 12, okay, the contestant will win a free trip to Boracay. What is the probability that the contestant will win the trip? Okay? So, yung total number of integers natin, 1 to 100 yan. Okay? So, P1 natin, 9 or 12. So, meron tayong keyword or. So, addition rule tayo. P1 plus P2. Okay? So, P1, probability of picking integers divisible by 9. So, lagay natin dito yung mga integers divisible by 9. Then, yung P2 naman, divisible by 12. So, ito yung mga integers divisible by 9. So, we have 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, 99. Total of ilan? 3, 6, 9, 11. So, we have P1, 11 over 100 integers. Okay? Ito yung denominator natin. Ito yung numerator, kung ilan yan. Then, for the 12 naman, for the P2, integers divisible by 12. So, we have total of ilan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So, a total of 8. Okay? 8 na integers divisible by 12 over total na integers na total outcomes na pwedeng mapili nitong contestant. Okay? So, 8, 100. Then, add natin yan. 11 over 100 plus 8 over 100. Total probability na mananalo yung contestant, that is equal to 0.17. Okay? Next. Assume that the probability that you will make a sale on any given telephone call is 0.19. Okay, find the probability that you, A, make your first sale on the fifth call, make your first sale on first, second, or third call, do not make a sale on first three calls. Okay, so paano ba natin yung isosolve? So yung sale natin, probability ng sale natin sa sa any given telephone call is 0.19. Okay? Then kapag hindi tayo nakapag-sale, probability niyan, that is equal to 1 minus 0.19 or ilan ba yan? 0.81 ba? Okay, so we have 0.81. Okay, so first sale on the fifth call. So ibig sabihin yan, yung first four sales natin, hindi tayo nakapag-sale. Okay? Then sa fifth sale, okay, sa fifth sale, doon na tayo nakapag-sale. Or sa, tawag dito, sa first four calls pala. First four calls, hindi tayo nakapag-sale. Then sa final call natin, which is yung panglima, doon na tayo nakapag-sale. So paano ba yan? Okay? So ito yung formula natin. 0.81 raised to 4. Bakit? Kasi, halimbawa, ito yung first call. Imumultiply lang natin yan. So first call, hindi tayo nakapag-sale. So we have 0.81. Then, sa second call, kasi hindi tayo makapag-second call kung hindi tayo mag-first call. Okay, kaya multiplication yung ginamit natin times 0.81 times yung third call. So hindi pa rin tayo nakapag-sale, 0.81. Then sa fourth call natin, 0.81. Then sa final call natin, so nakapag-sale na tayo dyan. So 0.19. Okay, so ganyan lang. Okay, for part A. Part B naman, delete natin to. Okay, erase natin. Next. Make your first sale on first, second, or third call. So, bakit ganito? Okay? So, ang keyword natin dito or, so gagamit tayo ng addition rule. So, we have P1 plus P2 plus P3. Where P1, yan po yung first sale sa first, probability na first sale sa first. P2 naman yung probability na makakapag-first sale tayo sa second call. Then, probability, P3 naman yung probability na makakapag-first sale tayo sa third call. So, ito yung P1. Ito yung P1 natin. Isa taas natin ilagay. Ito. Ito yung P1 natin, 0.19. Okay? So, sa first call, nakapag-sale na agad tayo, 0.19 plus kasi OR. Okay? Ito yung first call. Ito yung P2 natin. Okay? So, sa second call daw tayo nakapag-first sale. So, sa first call, wala pa tayong sale dyan. Okay? So, we have not sale. Then, sa second call, nakapag-sale na tayo. Okay? Then, ito naman yung P3. Okay? Yung first sale niya, okay, sa third call. So, itong not sale, hindi siya nakapag-sale sa second call. Then, ito yung third call natin. Okay, nakapag-sale na siya. Then, ipag-add natin yung lahat. That is equal to 0.4686. Then, part C naman, do not make a sale on first three calls. So, paano ba yan? 0.81 raised to 3 lang. Okay? So, yung first call natin, second and third call, okay, lahat yan 0.81. Okay, so nag-fail na ka makapag-sale dun sa telephone call natin. That is equal to 0.5314. So, ganun lang. Ano? Next. The probability that both stages of a two-stage missile will function correctly is 0.95. The probability that the first stage will function correctly is 0.98. What is the probability that the second stage will function correctly given that the first one does? Okay? So, meron tayong both stages, 0.95. Okay, so we have second and first. that is equal to 0.95. Okay, then yung probability ng first natin, that is equal to 0.98. Okay, then the probability that the second stage will function correctly given that the first one does. So ano yan? So yan po yung P second given that first has already occurred. So conditional probability tayo dito. Okay, yung formula natin, that is equal to probability ng second stage that will function correctly given that the first one does, that is equal to probability that both stages occur correctly, okay, over the probability that the first stage alone will function. Okay, substitute natin 0.95 over 0.98, then 0.9694. So, ganun lang. Okay, so ito, conditional probability to na formula. Okay po. Next. In a certain town, the probability that a person has blue eyes is 0.25. And the probability that a person has blonde hair is 0.4. And the probability that a person has both blue eyes and blonde hair is 0.14. Okay, if a certain person has blue eyes, what is the probability that the person also has a blonde hair? Okay, solution natin. Probability that meron tayong blue eyes is 0.25. Probability na blonde hair is 0.4. Then yung probability that a person has both eyes and blonde hair is 0.14. Okay, so conditional probability to. Bakit? Kasi yung hinahanap dito is probability that a person has a blonde hair given that yung person na yun has a blue eyes. Okay? So ito yon. Ito lang naman yung definition niya. Nito, definition niya. Okay? So B, probability that the person also has a blonde hair given that, okay, that the person has a blue eyes, that is equal to the probability that the person has blonde hair and blue eyes over the probability that the person has a blue eyes alone. Okay. Blue eyes, okay? So, substitute natin, PB and BH, 0.14. Then, yung probability natin ng blue eyes natin, 0.25. Okay? That is equal to 0.56. Okay? So, lagi yan, yung sa denominator, yung unang condition natin. Okay? So, kung babasahin natin itong problem, di ba? So, yung una sinet na condition is yung blue eyes. Okay? So, yan yung ilalagay natin sa denominator. Okay? Pagdating sa conditional probability. Next. A box contains three green, four red, and five white balls. If two balls are picked. Okay, two balls are picked at random without replacement, what is the probability that both are of different colors? Ang gagawin natin, pick tayo ng dalawang balls dyan, out of three green, four red, and five white balls, okay, at random. Ano ibig sabihin ng without replacement? So, a total, ilan ba to? 3, 4, 7, plus 5, ilan ba to? So, we have 12 ba? Okay, so we have 12. Ang total natin, that is equal to 12. So, anong gagawin natin? Halimbawa, kapag pumili tayo ng dalawang balls, let's say, pumili tayo ng isa. So, sa isang green, so we have 3 out of 12. Okay? Then, yung denominator natin, halimbawa, next is 4 red. Okay? So, meron tayong probability of 4 red over, since hindi na natin ibabalik yon, so babawas tayo ng isa. Okay? Magiging 11 na yung denominator natin out of 12. Kasi hindi na natin siya pwedeng ibalik eh. Okay? So, gawin natin, probability ng green and red. Okay? So, kasi yung hinanap natin, yung both are different colors. So, pwedeng green, red. Okay? Green, green and red. Pwedeng green and white. Okay? Or red and white. Okay? So, meron tayong a total of 3 combinations. So, kung titingnan natin, unahin muna natin yung green and red. So, we have, ilan yung green natin? 3 out of total number nila, 12. Okay? Times red naman, 4. So, meron tayong total of 4, then 11. Okay? Kasi, hindi na natin ibabalik yung kinuha natin dito. Okay? So, nagbawas tayo ng isa. Kasi napili na siya eh. So, ayan. Times 2. Bakit times 2? Kasi, kung titingnan natin, pwedeng yung nauna natin is red. Then yung pangalawa natin is green. So pwede siyang baliktad, okay? Hindi pwedeng green mauna, then red yung susunod, okay? Kasi wala naman sinet na condition dito. So pwedeng magka-interchange sila. So pwedeng na-pick natin na una is red, then yung pangalawa would be green. Okay? Kaya nag times 2 tayo dito. That is equal to 2 over 11. The next for the green and ano ba to? Mali, green and white to. Okay, so instead of 3 over 12, ay hindi, tama, green, 3 over 12, um, green and white, ano ba yung pangalawa? Okay, green and white. So we have green and white, 3 over 12 times 5 over 11. Then times 2. Okay? So we have 3 over 12 times 5 over 11 times 2. So we have 10 over 44 or 5 over 22. Okay, for the red and white naman, times 2 kasi pwede magkabaliktadan. Pwede mauna yung white, sunod yung green. Okay, last we have the probability ng red and white. So unahin natin 5 over 12. 5 over 12. Red. Okay, nauna yung white. So we have 5 over 12. Then yung sunod yung red, 4 over 11. Then pwedeng baliktad. Okay, red and white siya. So we have 10 over 33. Then next, ipag-add natin yan. Okay? So addition rule yung ano natin gagamitin dito. 2 over 11 plus 10 over 44 plus 10 over 33. Total probability of 47 over 66. Okay po. Next. A janitor with a bunch of 9 keys is to open a door, but only one key can open. What is the probability that he will succeed in 3 trials without returning the keys drawn? Okay? So kung titingnan natin, meron siyang 9 keys, okay? Then, ang hinahanap, out of 9 keys, isang key lang yung makakapagbukas, okay, ng pinto. So, ano nangyari? Ang hanapin dito, yung probability that within the 3 trials, okay, so magsasucess siya, mabubuksan niya yung pinto, okay, without returning the keys drawn. Okay? So, solution natin, P total is equal to probability na sa first try pa lang, nabukas niya na yung door. Then, sa second try, sobrang tayo. Sa second try, so sa second try natin nabukas yung door, then sa third try, saka lang nabuksan yung door. So sa first try muna, okay, yung probability ng success, P success is equal to 1 over 9. Then sa failure naman, that is equal to 8 over 9. Okay? So titingnan natin, first try pa lang, nag-success na, so we have 1 over 9. Plus sa second try, okay? Sa second try nag-success. So ito, success. So sa second try, ito yung first try niya. Nag-fail siya. Okay? That's why we have 8 over 9 times sa second try. Okay? Nag-success siya. So we have 1 over. Bakit 8 na lang? Kasi may nilagay tayo ditong condition na hindi natin ibabalik yung key na ginamit natin. So yung susi na ginamit natin dito, hindi na natin siya gamitin. Pwedeng gamitin. Kaya nagbawas tayo ng keys. So instead na 9, 8 na lang. Okay, then dito naman sa third try, so itong first, fail tayo, 8 over 9. Then sa second, fail na tayo. Okay? Nagbawas tayo ng isa kasi hindi na pwede gamitin yung susi na ginamit natin sa first try. Then dito, nag-success na siya, so we have 1 over 7 kasi hindi na pwedeng gamitin yung susi dito sa second try. Okay? So we have total natin, kapag pinag-add natin yung lahat, that is equal to 1/3. Okay? So ganun lang. Next problem. Problem 13, three Indians were practicing to hit a target. Their individual probabilities to hit a target are respectively 1/6, 1/4, and 1/3. If only one hit the target, what is the probability that it was the first Indian? Okay? So, solution natin. Let PA, yun po yung unang Indian, okay? Or yung first Indian. That is the probability that the person A hit the target. PB naman, yung probability that the second person or person B hit the target. Then PC naman, that is the probability that the person C or the third person hit the target. Okay? So for the probability, so kung titingnan natin, so yung probability that the first Indian, that the person A hit the target, we will use this formula. So naka-multiplication tayo dito, ano? So the probability that the person A hit the target, kasi nagsabay-sabay sila. Tawag dito. nagsabay-sabay sila na i-hit yung target na yun. Hindi simultaneous, sabay-sabay. So, ito yung probability that the person A hit the target. So, we have 1/6. Okay? Then, ito sa second target, probability of success nila to. SA, SB, SC. Okay? So, ito, SA ito. Nag-success dito si person A. Yung S stands for success. Okay, dito naman, syempre, success, yung person A lang yung nakapag-hit ng target. Therefore, yung second and third engine natin, nag-fail. Okay? So, PFC pala to. Okay? So, yung failure natin sa person B, that is equal to 1 minus 1/4. Okay? Then, dito naman sa person C, so we have 1 minus 1/3. Kasi ito, mga success to. Okay? Then next naman, sa person B naman, so ito, fail sa A, then ito, success sa B, then fail sa C. Okay? Then i-multiply natin yan, 1 minus 1/6 times 1/4 times 1 minus 1/3, 5/36. Then last, for the person at C naman, so failure dito sa person A, failure dito sa person B, then nag-success si person C. Okay? So we have 1 minus 1/6 times 1 minus 1/4 times 1/3 is equal to 5/24. Okay? Then gawin natin, pag-add natin yung tatlo na yan. So we have 1/12 plus 5/36 plus 5/24 is equal to 31/72. Yan po yung probability na makakapag-hit ng target at ng either isa sa kanila. Okay? But yung inanap dito is yung dapat yung first in dyan, yung makakapag-hit. Okay? Out of 31/72, what is the probability that that the one who hit the target is the person A? Okay? So we use this formula, P, probability that the first in dyan hit the target is equal to probability ng A over yung total probability nito. So we have 1/12 divided by 31/72. That is equal to 6/31. Okay? So, kinompute kasi natin dito sa summation ng P, yung probability na lahat sila, okay? Okay, either one of them, okay, nakapag-hit ng target. That is equal to 31/72. Okay? And yung 31/72, that is the sum nitong individual probability. So, itong PA kasi, yung probability lang yan na nakapag-hit siya ng target. Okay? Hindi ibig sabihin na nasagot natin yung answer dito. Kasi kailangan natin yung condition wherein either one of them hit the target. Yan yung gagawin nating denominator. Then ito yung magiging numerator natin. Okay? So next, problem 14. A dart target consists of three concentric circles with different radii, 1, 3, and 5 units. If a dart thrower always hits within the circle a 5-unit radius but hit the area randomly, what is the probability that a dart hits the area between the 1-unit radius and the 3-unit radius circle? So meron tayo ditong dart. Okay? Ito yung first radius natin. Ito yung first radius natin. Okay? Then ito yung second radius natin. Ito yung second radius natin. Okay? Then yung third radius natin is ito. Okay? So yung hinanap dito sa problem, wait lang. Ang hinanap dito sa problem, probability that a dart hits the area between the 1 and 3. Okay? So ito yung 1. Ito yung 1. Ito yung 3. Diba? Okay? So yung hinanap natin dyan, paano natin yan masosolve? So, kunin natin yung area ng 2. Okay? Minus area ng 1 over yung area ng ito yung total kasi yung area 3 natin, so any part dyan ng dart natin. Okay? Ito po yung area 3. Okay? Then yung area 1 naman natin, ito yan. Okay? Then ito yung area 2 natin. Di ba? So gagawin natin, yung hinanap kasi sa problem is ito lang. Okay? Between the 1 unit and 3 unit radius. So paano natin makuha yung probability dyan? Okay, that is equal to A2 minus A1. Kasi ito yung A2 natin eh. Ito yan yung A2 natin. 'Di ba? So, babawasan natin ng area nitong circle sa gitna. Right? Para ito na lang yung matira. Then, yung total natin dyan is yung area nitong radius 3 natin. Okay? So, we have substitute natin pi ng radius 2 squared minus pi ng radius 1 squared over yung pi ng radius 3 squared. Solve for the probability, 8/25. Okay? So, ganun lang. Next, problem 15. So, a restaurant has three kinds of toys and is giving one toy for each purchase of a kiddie meal. Find the probability of getting three toys in five purchases. So, ibig sabihin, sa kada purchase natin ng isang toy, okay, isang purchase ng kiddie meal pala, binibigyan tayo ng isang toy sa restaurant. Okay? So, meron tayong tatlong uri ng toys. So, label natin yung toys as A, B, C. Okay, pwedeng sa isang kiddie meal, makuha natin is yung toy A, then sa another kiddie meal, pwedeng toy B, then yung sa isang kiddie meal naman, makuha natin is toy C. Okay? And yung inanap, sa 5 purchases lang, makompleto na natin yung tatlong toys. Okay? So, possible ba yan? Possible. Pero may mga case din na sa 5 purchases, hindi natin makukuha hindi natin makakompleto yung 3 toys. For example, sa 5 purchases, yung nakuha lang natin lahat is 5A. Okay? Sa 5 purchase, halimbawa, sa 5 purchase, ang nakuha natin dyan is 5 toy A. Okay? Or pwede naman, sa 5 purchases natin, ang nakuha natin, 4 na toy A, then isang toy B. Di ba? Or pwedeng 4 na toy B, isang toy A. Or pwedeng 4 na toy C, isang toy B. So, dito sa mga condition na to, hindi natin nakompleto yung 3 toys, di ba? Okay, so paano natin yun isa-solve? So, let P1 probability of getting two kinds and one of one kind. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? So, ito yan. Okay? So, yung dalawang purchase natin, nakadalawa tayong toy A, then sa dalawang purchase, dalawang toy B, then sa isang purchase, toy C. So, kung titingnan natin, nakompleto natin yung tatlong toys, di ba? So, paano natin makuha yung yung probability niyan? So, we have three kinds of toys. So, sa toy A, we have 1/3. Okay, ito yung 1 for toy A. Then, yung 3 naman is yung represents the total number of toys. Total number of kinds ng toys. So, we have 3. Okay, then isi-square natin kasi naulit siya. Di ba? Then, same dito sa B, then same din sa C. Then, imumultiply natin yan. Then, kung titingnan natin, bakit gumamit tayo nito? So, ito, kung matatanda natin, permutation yan. Okay? So, permutation yan. So, permutation of n objects. Bakit? Kasi, pwede natin siyang i-randomize eh. Pwedeng ganito yung arrangement natin. Sa first purchase natin, lumabas is A. Then, sa second purchase natin, pwedeng lumabas is toy C. Then, sunod, toy B. Then, sunod, pwedeng toy A. Okay? Ulit. Then, sunod, toy B. Okay? Or pwede rin sa unang purchase, pwedeng toy B. Pwedeng toy B. Wait lang. Toy B, then sunod toy A, then sunod toy B, sunod toy C, then sunod toy A. Okay? Pwedeng ganito yung arrangement natin. Okay? That's why, nag-permute tayo. So, we have 5 factorial over. Bakit may dalawang 2 factorial dito? Kasi, we have alike objects. So, we have dalawang A, dalawang B. Okay? So, we have 2 factorial times 2 factorial. So, hindi na tayo magpa-factorial 1 ng 1. Okay? Kasi 1 factorial, 1 lang din naman yan. Then, times 3. Bakit 3? Kasi pwedeng hindi dalawang A, dalawang B, isang C lang. So, pwedeng ganito yung ano natin, kinalabasan. So, isang A, dalawang B, dalawang C. Or pwede rin, dalawang A, isang B, dalawang C. Okay, so ilan ba yan? Isa, dalawa, tatlo. So, nag-times 3 tayo. So, ito counted to as 1, then ito. Okay, so meron tayong tatlo. Okay, kaya nag-times 3 tayo. That is equal to 10/27. Then, probability 2 naman, um, That is the probability of getting 3 of one kind and 1 of two kinds. So ano ibig sabihin yan? So meron tayong tatlong A, toy A, then yung isang purchase, isang toy B lang, then isang toy C. Okay? Total of 5 din yan, 5 na purchases. So same lang din dito sa ginawa natin. Okay? So we have 1/3 over 3 ay raised to 3. Okay? Kasi tatlong beses times 1/3 times 1/3. Times, nag-permute tayo 5 factorial kasi pwedeng randomize eh. Ira-randomize natin yan. Then 3 factorial. Okay? Kasi 3 alike objects dito. Then pwede natin siyang i-arrange. Okay? So pwedeng ganito yung arrangement natin. Kasi hindi pwedeng ganito lang yung arrangement natin. Pwedeng possible na tatlong B, okay, isang A, tatlong B, then isang C. Or pwede rin isang A, isang B, then tatlong C. Okay? Kaya nag-times 3 tayo. Okay? That is equal to 20 over 81. Then ipag-add natin yung dalawa. Okay? P is equal to P1 plus P2. 10 over 27 plus 20 over 81. That is equal to 0.617. Yan yung answer natin for problem 15. Okay? Next, binomial distribution tayo. So if there are two possible outcomes of an event and the possibilities of the outcome are independent and constant, so in distribution of probabilities natin, this is called binomial distribution. And we use this formula. P is equal to NCX times dP raised to X times Q raised to N minus X, where yung P po natin, yan po yung probability ng success. Then yung Q natin, that is probability of failure, or that is also equal to 1 minus P. Okay? Then yung number of trials natin, we have N. Then yung number of successful trials natin, we have X. Okay? So we use this formula. Okay? Then yung odds for event natin, we use this formula. For event P, okay, yung odds or chance natin for event P to occur, that is equal to the probability that P occurs over the probability that P does not occur. Then, for odds for event P, pwede rin ganito. Okay, 1 minus. Ito yung success, ito yung fail. Okay? Or add for, if the odds for an event are given as A and B, so meron tayong dalawang events dito, A and B, the probability of that event would be P over P plus Q. Okay? So ito, A and B, yan po yung tawag dito. Yung A, yan po yung P, then yung B natin is Q. Okay? So, namali lang tayo ng ano dito. Okay? So, halimbawa, yung P natin, success, then ito, failure. Okay? That adds for an event to occur that we have P over P plus Q. The adds for. Okay? The adds for an event. Next, expectation. So, mathematical expectation is the average amount a player can expect to win or lose on one play in any game of chance. It can be found by multiplying the probability of each possible outcomes by its payoff and then adding these results. Okay? So, gagawin natin, yung expectation natin, yung formula niyan, minumultiply natin yung probability. Okay? By its payoff. Okay? It's either yung payoff natin, yung gain or loss. Okay? So mamaya ma-discuss natin kasi may problem tayo dyan. Then, yung mga ibang distribution functions natin, we have the geometric distribution. Ito hindi naman masyado itong ginagamit eh. So ito medyo more on statistics na to. Then we have the Poisson's distribution. P is equal to mu raised to x times the exponential, okay? Euler constant raised to negative ng mean natin over the x factorial. Where yung mu po natin is yung mean or average occurrence ng event natin. Then the x mismo is yung occurrence mismo natin. Okay? So yan. Next, we have the normal distribution. So we have p is equal to 1 over the square root of 2 pi times the definite integral of e raised to negative 0.5 z squared. And yung lower boundary natin is Z1 and yung upper boundary natin is Z2. Okay? Yung Z, yan po yung Z-scores na tinatawag. That is equal to yung X minus the mean over the standard deviation. Then we have this formula din, wherein yung standard deviation natin marerelate sa number of success, number of fails, okay? Times the number of trials natin. Okay? Z is Z-score, U is mean value, sigma is standard deviation, N is number of trials, P is the probability of success, then Q is the probability of failure. Okay, so example niyan, nandito yung mean natin. Okay, gagawa tayo ng bell-shaped curve dyan. So ito yung mean natin. Okay. Then ang ginagawa natin dyan, okay, kukompute natin yung Z1 and Z2. Okay. So, halimbawa, may sinet tayong value ng Z1. So, ang ginagamit natin dyan is yung X1, then X2, minus over standard deviation. Okay? So, yung halimbawa, yung Z1 natin, okay, naglalay siya dito. Then, yung Z2 naman natin is nandito rin. Okay? So, may mga caltech tayo na ginagamit dyan kasi yung kadalas ang hinahanap is yung area nito. Okay? So, kapag to the left ng Z1, we use P. Z1, okay? Then kapag right naman, right ng Z1, okay, kapag to the right ng Z1, ito yung meaning yan. Okay, so ito, sana yun? Hindi na kayang yan. So yan, okay, hanggang dito yan. Okay, ito yung right ng Z1. Okay, then kapag Q naman, kasi ang ginagamit natin yan, magkakaltek tayo, mode 3 stat, then 1, then wala kayong input na value, press ups, then 7, distribution. Then, ano pa ba? So, meron tayo diyang lalabas yung P, Q, R. Okay? So, yung P po natin, ito po yan, to the left. Okay? Halimbawa, ito yung Z1 natin. To the left yan, papunta yan dito. Then, kapag right, yung sa kanan niya. Then, yung Q naman is yung gitna. So, ano ibig sabihin ng Q? So, ito yung kalahati, di ba? So, yung Q ng Z1, to the right siya, pero hanggang dito lang sa gitna. Okay? So, yan yung meaning ng Q. Okay? Yung area dyan. Okay, so mas maintindihan natin kapag nag-solve na tayo. Okay po? The next, we have the exponential distribution. So kapag yung x natin is greater than the mean, so we use this formula. Okay? Then kapag less than sa mean, ito yung ginagamit nating formula. Okay? Then kapag multinomial, we use this formula. So ito, permutation nito. Then ito, P1A times P2B times P3 raised to C. Okay? Where yung A is kung ilang beses na ulit. So ito, ano? So, similar to dun sa problem na, ano? Yung, ano ba? Ano bang tawag dito? Yung gift problem, di ba? Yung toy problem. So, kung tinignan natin, yung probability ng 1 is yung probability na nung first toy or toy A, yung probability 2 naman, yung toy B, yung probability 3 is yung toy C. Okay, where A, B, C, yan po yung number of times na naulit sila. Okay, then ito, permute natin yan kasi pwede natin to i-randomize eh. So we have 5, di ba? 5 kanina. 5 factorial over yung A factorial natin, yung alike objects natin dito. Okay? So, multinomial distribution po yon. Okay? So, we have n is equal to a plus b plus c. So, kapag pinag-add natin tong tatlo, so that is equal to 5, di ba? So, that is equal to 5. Then, p1 plus p2 plus p3, that is equal to 1. Okay? So, yan lang naman. Next. Okay, problem 16. So, meron tayong 20 pieces of candy in 1,000 packs. 40 contains less than 20 pieces. When selecting 3 packs, what is the probability of selecting a pack with less than 20 candies? So, ano solution natin dito? Let P is the probability containing less than 20 pieces. Then, yung probability naman that containing 20 pieces or more, okay, that will be Q. Okay? Hindi, 20 pieces pala. So, containing not less than 20 pieces or equal to 20 pieces. That is equal to Q. Okay, yung hinanap, yung probability of selecting a pack with less than 20 candies. So, anong gagawin natin? Probability natin for containing less than 20 pieces. So, meron tayong 40 kasi out of, ilan ba to? 1,000 packs. So, 1,000. That is equal to 0.04. Then, probability of getting, ano, 20 getting a pack containing 20 pieces of candy. So, kabaliktaran niya, okay? Kasi we have P plus Q is equal to 1. So, therefore, Q is equal to 1 minus P. That is equal to 1 minus 0.04. We have 0.96. Then, we use binomial distribution. Okay? Probability of selecting a pack with less than 20 candies. Okay? So, pimili tayo ng 3 packs. Okay? So, we have P natin, 0.04. Okay? Ito yung success natin. Then, selecting a pack. So, ito 1. Okay? So, that's why we have 1 here. Okay? Meron tayong 1 dyan. Then, probability of failure natin, 0.96. Okay? Ito. Then, n minus x yung